January. Love will be on the agenda at the beginning of the year, but tension can't be excluded on 3rd January. However, you will be recommended to pay full attention to your private life, including your partner and children. From the 15th, it will be the family causing you problems and backing you into a corner. Be careful to keep the dialogue fully open on the 15th, if you don't want to reach deadlock and compromise your mutual understanding and exchanges. This will be necessary for clearing up grey areas together and trying to calm your relations with those close to you. If your family responsibilities are piling up and getting you down, take a step back regarding your emotions, but continue to face up to the situations that need it. Advice for this month. A first month of the year forcing each person to face up to barriers and/or misunderstandings, whether in your love life or on the family front. In order to pull things off successfully, in a risky game, don't dig in your heels against anyone or anything, despite the disappointments awaiting you, especially at the end of the month, on the 30th, when you will be dogged by frustration. February. Your work cut out and a demanding everyday existence? You will be asked to show your effective and disciplined side, to be successful in your actions and enable your work to move forward in the right direction, potentially unblocking situations that could compromise or stand in the way of your advancement. You will demonstrate a formidable flair for finding a way out on 2nd February, but sizable issues, power struggles and rivalries could tie your stomach in a knot around the 22nd, when you will feel tempted to go into a tailspin. Advice for this month. A month which will encourage you to stay on the alert in order to unmask any adversaries who could put the dampers on your enthusiasm. Roll up your sleeves and set an example. March. While the beginning of the month will offer you some great opportunities to replenish your coffers or get you unexpected financial support for leading your enterprises to successful fruition, you should be cautious between the 11th and 17th, when tensions will mount and your plans could come under fire from those you will be counting on for help. Be equally careful in your love life, when tensions will arise once more and should be taken seriously. Advice for this month. To get through the upheavals and areas of turbulence this month, arm yourself with patience and fall back on your flair and inner bearings to make your decisions, not to say take drastic action. April. You won't be out of the woods yet, mainly those born in the 2nd decan, and will have to face some stormy discussions at the beginning of the month. These will probably be about money and the capital you will be able to count upon to bring your plans to fruition. In your love life, tensions will be running high and you will be prey to powerful emotions. You will no doubt be tempted to ask a lot, too much, of those around you, both at work and at home, and you could be up against a brick wall. On the 18th. The second half of the month looks set to be calmer and augur well for your fulfillment in all areas. Advice for this month. Try not to fuel arguments before the 18th. Opt for negotiation, not to say consensus, if you want to benefit unreservedly from a final part of the month that will favor your love life, upwards advancement and professional ambitions. May. A month when you will only have one desire, to widen your horizons and push back the boundaries as far as possible. However, you can expect to be countered in your efforts and upset by an adversary, who will back you into a corner, maybe doubting your good intentions and asking you for guarantees where both finances and contracts are concerned. You won't be immune from criticism within your family, either, especially if you spend most of your time at work and neglect your loved ones. Advice for this month. A month when you can say or do what you like, but people won't take you at your word and you will constantly be put to the test. It will be up to you to persuade others that they can count on you, in spite of the atmosphere of confusion, which will be difficult to pin down, and potential misunderstandings to be avoided, making sure you don't willfully ignore any information. June. You will be on the front line at work. Now will be the time to shine and do all you can to defend your cause and try to rally support. You should be able to manage this without too much difficulty this month, when the lights will be on green and you will be able to spread your wings. This will be especially the case around 22nd June, when life will smile on you and you will have few problems making an impression and scoring points, maybe by managing to unblock the funds you need to bring your plans to fruition slowly but surely, and you have been developing since September 2014. The message will also get through in your love life and you could have some exciting encounters or rekindle the flame with intensity. Advice for this month. A nice month, June, when, contrary to in May, you could really do what you want and with success. July. Your plans will move forward with great strides and maybe take off. In the first days of the month, you will have much to congratulate yourself on with the progress you have achieved and the support from those who are backing your bold initiatives behind the scenes. Try however not to push things too far around the 6th and 13th, or you could upset some people. Don't abuse your powers of attraction to play to the gallery, either, or you could come in for criticism. In fact, you can't be certain that your loved one will appreciate your charm offensives in company, or that your colleagues will be receptive to your egotistical surges. To avoid any potential discord, don't just assume you can do as you like, or it will be at your own risk or peril. Advice for this month. A month getting off to an excellent start, heralding inspiration, intuition and amazing charm, but this could easily degenerate into a pitched battle with those around you, if you prefer to impose your own laws and abuse your rights, in order to shut up those who quite certainly won't say nothing and could sharply criticize your tendency to dive under the covers. August. A month when you would do well to take a step back regarding the past few months and the progress you have achieved, in addition to the measures you need to take to optimize your recent performance and get the new term off to a flying start. From the 8th, you are going to play host to Jupiter, who will boost your sign until the end of summer 2016. This will be an opportunity for you to initiate a new phase of development, starting up new enterprises and spreading your wings. Those born in the second decan will need to beware of unexpected setbacks on the family front at the very beginning of the month, around the 3rd, when rumors about you will do the rounds and get you down. Try to diffuse any conspiracies by opening up debate and above all keeping it open. Advice for this month. Jupiter is going to disembark on the 11th and will be in charge of taking over your hopes and bearing them aloft. An opportunity at last to emerge from the shadows and move on to an era or a project you have been developing for a long time, one which will open up new prospects on all fronts. September. It will now be your turn. The sun is going to illuminate your sign until 23rd September and Jupiter will give you the means to shine on the front line in full control. However, you shouldn't take advantage of this manna from heaven to throw spanners in the works for your colleagues or rivals, but you should remain on the alert, if you have to form a partnership in one way or another, as you could overestimate your chances of winning, or underestimate your risk of being swindled. Be doubly cautious, then, around the 17th, if you want to pull things off successfully, without risk of being undermined. Advice for this month. You will have an excellent hand for winning the set. As long as you don't let yourself be bewitched by your other half and you really know where you want to go next. Those born in the first decan should avoid provoking others in your family on the 26th, if you don't want to cross swords with others and hurt them. October. Since the end of August, Mercury has favored and maintained negotiations, especially on the finance front. While exchanges with others have seemed to go round and round in circles since mid-September, you can feel reassured that the debate will pick up from the 9th and should end in documented agreements between now and the beginning of November. Around the 11th, you will benefit from heightened creativity and could equally congratulate yourself on a great success, which will bring you back to life and could open all kinds of doors for you in the future. A month when you will have the necessary boldness and increasing margin of maneuver to see a long way forwards and upwards. The outcome will be jubilation and you will attract the eyes of others. Who would complain? Certainly not you. Advice for this month. You will start to reap the fruits of your labors and maybe start to amass some dividends. You will have the wind in your sails and be determined to surf along on this wave of success for as long as possible. November. Communication will be the name of the day until the 22nd, and your charms will be devastating on the 1st. Make the most of this to get your message across smoothly in a clear way and rally support for your projects and bold plans. You will win everyone over, or most people, until the 13th, but be careful in the second half of the month, when your demands could appear excessive. Be careful, those born in the first decan of the icy atmosphere reigning within the family, where your suggestions will meet with hostility and disapproval from certain family members. Try to find a compromise if you don't want to find yourself dismissed out of hand by your partner too, who won't necessarily appreciate your stance and way of handling exchanges with others, making him, her feel like an outsider. Advice for this month. For everyone, the beginning of the month will be to be exploited in the right way. Those born in the first decan should be careful at the end of the month, between the 26th and 30th, when you won't be immune from disappointment, which could drag down your morale. Try to clear up those grey areas, which have been tugging you backwards for too long. December. You will find it hard to keep calm during this last month of the year. Your family will require your attention, but the demands of those close to you and responsibilities linked to your clan will be exhausting. Take care not to go on the attack where your partner or your children are concerned, just to relieve the pressure on your nerves. This would only make things worse and end the year on edge and probably with the wheels coming off. Advice for this month. A month to be handled in full awareness, to avoid fanning the flames where your family and your love life are concerned. It will be a month to forget quickly, so you can welcome the year 2016, which looks promising, we can assure you.